everyone! So I've received a lot of popular demand to make this dovetail bracelet. It's actually one of my favorite bracelets to make. It's not that hard to make, but the pattern looks really cool, especially when you use multiple different colors like this one. Also, just a huge thank you. I've received 100 subscribers on my YouTube channel, and you guys have no idea how much that means to me. But I don't want to talk too much about it. I want to teach you guys how to make more bracelets. So let's get into it. You will need 6 different colors of string. I recommend that you use the colors that I use in here. It will just make following the tutorial much easier. Put 2 strands of each color. So you want to have 12 strings in total, and each string should be 5 feet long, with the exception of one string being 6 feet long. So once you're done measuring out your string, then fold it in half and then tie an overhand knot, and then take the longest thread, for me it's green, and then do a forward knot over the whole bundle and then a backward knot over the whole bundle. This is going to create your beginning loop or buckle, and I'll put a little link in the top right corner so you can see my in-detailed video on how to do that. So you want to just keep repeating this, and then once you're done with that, then you want to untie your overhand knot. So now attach one of the ends to your clipboard, and so you'll have 12 strings here. So you want to separate that little bundle into 2 separate smaller bundles. So you'll have 6 strings in each bundle. Make sure you have 1 string of each color in each bundle. So in the left one, take the green string, and then do a backward knot, and then a forward knot. And then leave that one off to the side, but you want to do it over the whole thing. And then take your next color, for me it's yellow, and then do the same thing. Do a backward knot, and then do a forward knot over the whole bundle. And you want to go down like this. Again, I've put a little link in the top right corner, which should appear right now. That will give you a bunch of tips on how to do this, and it will go into more detail and it will go more slowly. I just didn't want to put it into every single video I do. So now take your other bundle, and you want to take the green thread, or the thread that you've started with on the other side, and then you want to do the same exact thing as you did on the other side, but you're just going to be reversing the knots. So for here, you'll be doing a forward-backward knot instead of a backward-forward knot. And once you're done with that string, put it off to the left, and then repeat the same thing with all of your other strings. So now take the 2 center green strings and double knot the left one over the right one. And then take the yellow that is on the right, and then do a double backward knot with the green thread. And then do double backward knots all the way down up to and including the blue string. And then just leave that green thread off to the side. So now find your other green thread in the middle, then you want to do a double forward knot over all 5 of your remaining strings, including the blue string. Alright, now take your 2 middle strings, they should be yellow now, and then take the left one and do a double forward knot over the other one. And then take the one on the right and then do a double forward knot all the way down, and you want to knot up to the green string but not including the green string. This is really important. You should not knot over the green string. Now take the other yellow string in the middle and then continue to do double backward knots just like you did, but reversing the direction of the knot up until and including the blue string but not the green string. And do the same thing with the orange. So take the orange threads and knot them over each other, and then with the right one do double forward knots up until and including the blue string, and then with the left one do double backward knots up until and including the blue string. Now take the red strings in the middle and double knot those, and then take the one on the right and do double forward knots over the blue and purple strings. And now take the left one and do double backward knots over the purple and blue strings as well. You're almost done. Okay, so now you want to take the purple strings and knot them over each other in the middle, and then knot each one over the blue string next to it. Okay, and now take the blue strands and knot the left one over the right one with a double forward knot. Alright, and you're done. So you're done with this part, and you want to do the exact same thing on the other one. So when you're done, it should look like this. And take the 2 green strings that are almost touching, and you want to knot them over each other, which will connect the bracelet in the middle. And then with the middle green string on the right, you want to do a double forward knot over the yellow, orange, red, purple, and blue. So you want to knot up until and including the first blue string, but no farther. And then take your green string all the way in the right and do double backward knots all the way down up until and including the green string. So you want to do a double knot over the green string once you reach the end, just like this. Alright, and then take the other remaining middle green string and then do double backward knots, just like you did before, and you want to do each one down up until and including the blue string. And then take the leftmost green string and then do double forward knots up until and including the green string. So just like the other diamond, you want to knot on top of the green string. There we go. Alright, now take the 2 yellow strings in the middle and do a double knot. And you pretty much want to do exactly what you did with these green strings. So with the middle right string, you want to do a double forward knot over all of the strings up until and including the first green string. And then take the rightmost string and then do double backward knots all the way up until and including the yellow string. So you want to do a double knot at the end of that. Then take the remaining yellow string and then do the same thing. So do double backward knots up until and including the first green string. Alright, and finally take the leftmost yellow string and then knot all the way down into the middle using double forward knots. So now take the orange strings in the middle and double knot them. And then with the orange string, you want to knot up until the green string. You do not want to knot on top of the yellow string. So stop once you reach the green string. Guys, I really apologize. I accidentally was not paying attention and I accidentally went too far, so here I had to unravel and I wasn't able to get it on film, but here, I'll pretty much explain what's going on. So you want to do the same thing that you did with the yellow, but just, you want to knot, just don't knot over any yellows. Feel free to comment down below if this is unclear. Again, I'm sorry about this. So now take the string that's all the way on the left, it's red, and then do 3 double backward knots. Knot the 2 red strings together in the middle, and then do 3 double knots there, and then do 3 double knots on the other side. And then with the leftmost string, do 3 double forward knots up until you reach the green string. And do not knot over any of the yellow strings. You want to save the yellow string for last, like we did with the green string previously. So now take the purple string, all the purple strings, and you want to knot them towards the center. But do not, I repeat, do not knot them over the yellow string. And finally, take the blue string and knot that one over. Okay, now do the same thing on the other side. So take the purple and then do 2 double backward knots. One over the green and one over the blue. And then take the blue and do a double backward knot over the green string. Okay, so now take the 2 purple strings in the middle and double knot those. And then do double forward knots all the way down until you reach the green string. And then do the same thing on the other side. And then take the blue string and double knot that over itself. And then knot those over the green strings. And finally, knot the green strings over in the middle. Now, take your yellow strings and you want to knot them over all of the strings that I told you not to knot over. And then knot the 2 yellow strings on top of each other. Now take the remaining yellow string on the right side and then do double forward knots all the way down, up until and including the green thread. So now with your remaining yellow string, do double forward knots all the way until you reach the end, up until and including the green string. In the 2 upside down V's, take the 2 orange strings in each one and knot them over each other, and then knot up until and including the yellow string. So this is going to be like the beginning of your next row. This is going to be like the yellow in the row before and the green 2 rows before, like. So now take the other 2 orange strings and knot those together, and then knot that one into the center of the string, and then knot that with the other orange string. So now take the final orange string and then do double backward knots, then do double forward knots all the way to the end of the yellow string. So now it should look like this, and up until this point it's pretty repetitive. So you want to copy pretty much what you did with the green section, but instead of the green being the main color, orange will be the main color. All of the knots are the same, it's just the colors that are different. So if you fast forward, this is what will look like when it's almost done. Make sure you end on a row like the green, so you want to have 2 V's instead of 2 inverted V's. So now, and I made a video for this as well, it will be in the top right hand corner now. So I'll be speeding it up a little here, but you're welcome to check that video out if you'd like to go into it in more depth. Bundle all the strings to one side and isolate the 2 strings all the way at the top. For me, it is blue and purple. So take the blue and then do a backward forward knot, and then take those 2 strings and then knot the green one over it, and then do a backward forward knot as well. Every time you finish knotting with a string, just add that to the bundle. Like, you want to accumulate all the strings. That's the whole point of doing this. Make sure to knot the purple strings in the middle before you do anything else concerning the ending, because that is the most important part and it will make your bracelet really come together. So finally, in each half, you want to split the strings into 3 sections, and since you have 12 strings in each half, that means 4 strings per section. 12 divided by 3 is 4. And braid it till it's about 6 or 7 inches in length. So it will look like this when it's finished. So, as always, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to keep the bracelets coming. And if you'd like to check out any of the bracelets that I've made previously, or buy any of the bracelets you've seen, please visit my website at alexinnovations.weebly.com or visit my Instagram at alexinnovations. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time!